Hello, my name is Ethan Huffman.
I'm Gage Leftwich.
And we are
IdeaMen. I like how we said we're going to stop clapping, and we immediately clapped.
50 minutes of saying, hey, we need to quit doing this, and then we just instantly back to it.
Immediately did it.
And I'll tell you why. It's because we're so proud of ourselves. We have such an utter, unfounded confidence in our own selves, and we have to express it.
It's really just stems from our God complex.
We have God complex. Yeah, we are not just kings or heroes. We, in my opinion, are God.
You know what's really...
You know why? Because we are creators. We have created
an idea
forum for ideas.
Because we are IdeaMen.
Because we're IdeaMen.
If we didn't vow to not clap, we would have clapped right there.
Yeah.
Or high five.
I was scratching my butt, so I didn't.
I would have high fived you for your butt scratch.
See, I just showered and I'm still kind of wet, and now
yeah, you didn't dry off very much.
I'm getting like
itchy
rash on my butt because of that.
Someone is screaming outside.
Yeah.
Yo.
That's a car.
That's what's scary about a college campus is sometimes at night I'll just hear screams.
Anyway, so this is a different episode. We had such a great response to our last one. We had several emails come in for people like you,
who want to be IdeaMen.
People who want to be IdeaMen.
And IdeaMen doesn't just, it's all inclusive.
It is all inclusive.
Because, I'm not going to lie, this might sound a little weird. IdeaWoman kind of sounds dumb. It doesn't roll off the tongue as well as IdeaMen.
Because it's shorter.
Exactly.
It's a bunch more syllables.
So everyone can be, no matter what your gender is, you are an IdeaMen.
If you have ideas and make it on the show.
You're IdeaMen.
If you're not on the show, then you're not an idea.
There is no exceptions. Every single person that has an idea on this show will be classified as an IdeaMen if it's a good idea.
And
if it's a dumb idea, you're not going to be an IdeaMen.
And we're for sure not going to give you credit, but we'll make up fake names.
Yes.
Not because we're trying to steal your idea, but because we're trying to because we're trying to preserve your anonymity.
Yes, that's a big word.
Remain anonymous.
Hey man, that's an SAT level word.
Bro.
I hated that in high school when they would say SAT level words. I was like, shut up. There's no such thing as SAT words. You know why? Because I took the SATs. All the words were normal. There wasn't like a specialty word made up for the SATs.
You know, wasn't there a section on the SATs that, based on the connotation, what does this big ol' obscure word mean? I
didn't take that test.
Oh, well, I think
Was that the ACT?
No, I took the SAT.
I took the S.
Yeah.
What does the AT stand for? Because there's an SAT and an ACT.
I don't know.
So what is the CT?
I don't know what the A stands for.
Chronic traumatic stress disorder?
No.
CTE? CTD?
CT scan?
CT scan? But I feel. Do you remember you didn't grow up in Texas, so you didn't take the STAR test?
I did.
You took the STAR test?
Yeah, I took a STAR test.
Okay. Did you remember in the STAR test when they were like, it is in direct violation of this test to speak about this test outside of this testing room, and they made it sound so scary to talk about the test outside of the testing room.
We all did.
Dude, at lunch, people would be like, did you get the problem about Jesse where he had 7 apples and he gave away 22, but he divided it into halves, and everyone talked about it.
It seems like if they're so afraid about sharing answers, they should just have different tests for each class.
That makes too much sense.
It's the government, so yeah.
Yeah, that makes too much sense. And also, if they're scared of people sharing answers, hey, smaller testing rooms. I don't know about you, but I took
bigger testing rooms so you can get all the students to take the same test all at once.
See, okay, well that's some movie stuff.
That's how we took the SAT test.
That's not how we took the SAT. I took the SAT test, I think, at her high school. Bird Lady's still here.
She's joined us back for week 2.
Yes. I don't know why she came back, but she did.
Yeah, she rescinded her 2-week notice.
Because she loves us. Because we're IdeaMen. Soft high five.
My hand was down my pants, so I hope you like that.
But so we took the SAT and the STAR test. They would have small testing groups in really big rooms.
That's weird.
Yeah, I didn't like it at all.
Okay. Well, let's get to some
Enough about our trauma from state exams.
Yeah, let's get to some of these emails. Okay. So the first one, fake name. We're going to give this person, I think it was a woman, we're going to give her name...
Andy.
Andy, A-N-D-I-E.
Okay.
So Andy says that they have a pretty toxic... Well, I'm getting a call. And
You into that shit fast.
Yeah. Toxic ex, and basically, I'm not going to read the whole email.
They're in a toxic relationship.
Right.
They really want to talk to you.
Stop it.
Who is it?
It's my buddy from New Mexico.
Oh.
I got bros in different area codes.
But you're not Eskimo bros.
Not yet.
We need to become Eskimo bros.
I'm saying, Julia.
Whoa.
Jokes. I mean.
Hey.
I realize I'm making hand motions and faces, forgetting we're not filming this.
We love that.
Yeah.
Okay, they're in a toxic relationship.
Anyway, okay. So basically,
I didn't see what you did.
I'm not gonna read the whole email. It's long, but basically they're in a toxic relationship and they just need to figure out how to break up with the ex. And I had this idea.
We're not gonna give advice. We're gonna give ideas.
Yeah, no, this is not an advice podcast. No. So we're not gonna. I mean, Ideally, the idea men are not going to discuss too much about relationships, but I thought this one was great because I previously had a great idea about this kind of thing. Okay,
yeah.
So basically, my thought was next time I'm in a toxic relationship, myself, I'm in a toxic relationship. Maybe I caught she was cheating. Maybe I caught her doing something extraordinarily wrong. Maybe she's just mean to me every day. Basically, I had this idea where I didn't really care to break up with her because it'll just end up in a gigantic shitstorm, okay? So what I thought was, how a bad way to break up.
Yeah.
Text.
Well, I feel like if you have a toxic relationship, it's perfectly okay to break up with them in a very toxic way. Match their toxicity.
I guess in a non-toxic relationship, but you want to break up. Bad way to do it, text.
Okay.
That's generally bad form.
Okay.
Bad form to...
Ill-mannered.
That
Yo, that's an SAT word. That's what you call a callback.
Anyway. So I had this idea. I'm going to say it 100 more times before I say what the idea is.
Explain the idea.
I'm trying...
Explain the backstory again. Just start over.
So basically, we're a podcast. Start all the way over. This is episode 1 now. This right now might be episode 1 because I'm not sure if we're going to upload our real episode 1 yet.
I loved episode 1.
I did like it, but we're going to send it to our not our ghostwriters, but our quality control specialists.
Yeah.
Whoever those are, they're anonymous.
Our audio managers.
No, because that's more like that's what we're doing with the socks.
We still have the socks on. We haven't upgraded yet.
We are our own audio engineers. And our idea.
Engineers, they're cool.
Right, exactly. Anyway, I had this idea.
You're in a toxic relationship.
So, bad way, texting. But in a toxic relationship, I had the amazing idea where you can break up with them in a hilarious way. Because, I mean, at that point, when you're in that bad a place, when they're mean to you and they've cheated on you and they might not know you found out yet, maybe it's completely out of left field that you want to leave. Maybe you've had conversations where, hey, you need to quit being mean to me. You need to quit, calling me fat. You need to quit not supporting me. You need to quit all of this. And then they say, yeah, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to do that. I didn't know.
It was all fun and games. I didn't know it hurt.
Sure, but then they just keep on doing it, right? Anyway, toxic relationship. I think it'd be great to get your phone out.
Open up the app known as Snapchat.
Get Snapchat out. Take a selfie. Make it hot.
You gotta look good in the selfie.
Make sure the background's good. It doesn't have to be, but it helps.
Flex a little bit.
Absolutely. Flex all the way.
Make sure the lighting is
blow out your butt. Flexing hard.
Pass out. Flex yourself out.
Yeah, make sure that it's a really good picture. Okay.
Yeah.
You have never taken a better, more attractive picture.
I'm talking your first picture on Tinder level picture.
Not even Tinder, like whatever the higher eHarmony.
eHarmony. ChristianMingle.com.
Yeah, your best Christian mingle pic.
JewsMe.org.
That's J-Date.
Oh god, J-Date.
I don't even honestly, I don't know if that's real or if that's
sign up for J-Date.
Is it real?
Yes.
Because I hear a bunch of people making fun of it in like TV and like other podcasts. I don't know if it's real.
Yeah, J-Date is real. Christian Mingle's real. BlackPeopleMeet.com is real.
What?
Yeah, Cupid is real. Cupid is one of the first ones. You know the dude
is Grindr real?
Yes.
We need to sign up for Grindr.
Yo, we would
And
Smash
and
on
that
Grindr.
that is for gay people, right?
Strictly.
Okay. So is there a test? Is it like if you you know on that
Is there a
episode,
gay
you know that episode on American Dad where
I don't watch this show.
oh okay, well basically there was an episode of American Dad where the GOP rallies didn't want to let gay Republicans into their thing, and they had basically a test, and they asked a bunch of questions that really only gay people would know. You know,
Yeah.
ask about all the Sherlock Holmeses. Maybe they'd ask about their favorite music. If they answer like Taylor Swift, they ask them to check their fingernails, and if they looked at it like a normal person, with like they have they have their hand almost in a fist, look at them real close, or if they stretch out their arm and point their hand, the back of their hand toward their face, gay, right? Anyway, is it something like that? You have to pass this gay test to get on Grindr?
I don't think so. I think you're just making an account.
Can you be reported for being straight if someone finds out?
So you're catfishing on Grindr as a gay guy.
I'm not attributing motive. I'm just saying if you're outed as straight, can you be flagged, reported, and banned?
I mean,
I bet.
I feel like you should, because if it's strictly for gay people, then why would they? I mean, I have no idea. I've never been on the app. You seem to know a lot about it.
Yo. Anyway, back to what we're saying.
We've got
Snapchat. Take a picture, attractive picture, and then post it to your story, right? And the caption says nothing, just one word. It says single. Post it.
Public story, not your private.
A public story. Everyone you have knows.
It would be funnier. You accidentally send it to your girlfriend.
No. See, oh god, maybe story and send to her. But I'm thinking she'll find out by the story, and she'll be like, "Hey, what the fuck is this?"
What if she's so toxic she doesn't watch your Snapchat story? Then it's her fault.
She'll never know. Then
you just ghost her.
You'll just move on.
Yeah.
You'll ignore her text. I mean, if you're the kind of guy to block exes, then block her. But if she doesn't, look at your stories, then she just never know. She'll never know why you never talk to her again.
That's her fault.
Yeah, it's her fault.
And she's gonna complain about it.
But if we're a toxic, I'll bet she has friends, and the friends are gonna say, or at least screenshot sent to her, and then she'll find out.
She'll see it.
Toxic women always have friends that will tell on the boyfriend.
Yeah,
I've discovered in my experiences.
In your experiences,
I get told on all the time.
Yeah,
usually for nothing, but anyway. That's my idea.
I like that idea. I think it's absolutely hilarious.
Yeah, I think the fallout is the funniest part.
Yeah. What if she confronts you about this? It's like, what is this? You can just say, I'm single now.
Send her the same picture. And then
yes.
If she insists on explanation, I guess you can tell her. Say, hey,
read the picture.
I told you about this thing, or I caught you cheating. Whatever your reason is for breaking up, reiterate that. Uh-huh. I caught you cheating. I've told you that you're mean to me and you haven't stopped. This is why we're done. And then that's it. Don't talk to her.
And then send her the picture again.
And then her friends will probably hate you, but they're probably all toxic too. So
yeah, if toxic people in toxic relationships have toxic friends.
Right. And then your dude friends will be like, well, swipe up. Yo!
Boys night!
Whoa! Coors Light, whores night. Let's do it.
Stop.
Anyway, and then it'll be great. I think that's... I
think it's pretty funny.
It's a good way to go about it.
I think the funniest part is she swipes up. What is this? He sent her the exact same picture. That's amazing.
So what do we call her? Andy, that is our idea from two certified...
Idea men.
We
went to college for ideas.
No. We went to college for...
communications.
Basically nothing.
Yeah.
Okay, and this is another email.
This is my favorite.
It's a pretty good one, honestly.
It's very simple, straight to the point. One sentence.
Really sad. It's really sad. It is one sentence.
It's just one sentence.
It made me very upset. We're gonna name this person who's a depressed, famous character. Eeyore. This is from Eeyore. From Winnie the Pooh.
Never watched it.
You watch the weirdest things and don't watch the weirdest things. Anyway, Eeyore, the depressed donkey from Winnie the Pooh. He asks, or she asks, when is it my turn to be happy?
That's it.
That's
all it says.
I gotta be honest, Eeyore, probably never.
If you're listening to this podcast, you're not going to be happy anytime soon.
No.
Our ideas make no one happy.
Yeah, no, our idea, they don't even make us happy.
Honestly?
We're smiling through pain right now.
You know what does make me happy?
What's up?
This is going to come full circle, burritos.
Burritos.
I love burritos, bro.
Burritos, God.
I have an idea.
Yeah.
Instead of going to therapy, we open up a clinic, a therapy place where people can come and they're supposed to get therapy.
Yeah.
We just give them food.
You know, I think instead of therapy, me and you started a podcast.
Yes, I saw a tweet about this. It said, "Why do men start podcasts instead of going to therapy?"
You know, I hope you didn't. I really hope you wouldn't mention that because that's where I got that joke. So now I look. Now I look like a thief, like a certifiable, actual card carrying thief.
Card carrying. Yeah, do you know how to count cards?
I have been trying to teach myself because I think I understand why, but I think it's bullshit that casinos will kick you out for counting cards.
I know how.
Do you really?
Yeah.
I think it's just being really good.
I learned from The Hangover. That's how you know I'm lying.
Being really good at the game, understanding, remembering what cards have been played, I think is a good skill to have.
I think that if I knew how to count cards, I would give it away because I would be like the scene in The Hangover where my eyes are going all over the place and I would be counting numbers that aren't actually there and they'd be like, is this dude cracked out or what is he doing? And I'm like, don't worry about it.
Don't.
I'm literally just having a stroke and I'm just like, don't worry about it.
You look like Rain Man.
I don't know. I'm not gonna lie.
I gotta be honest. I was hoping you would. I don't know what that is either. But I think it's a mystery show. Super sleuth, and I can only imagine his eyes darting all around the crime scene. I've never seen it, so I don't know.
Like Sherlock.
Yeah, like Sherlock Holmes.
Yeah.
Because
isn't he a smart boy with crimes?
He's a smart boy. I think he's autistic too.
I can't confirm. Nor you're a nerd, bird lady. Is Sherlock Holmes autistic?
You can nod or shake your head.
You can shake your head. No.
What about in the new one or the newish one with Benedict Cumberbatch and Martin Scorsese?
Scorsese is in it? No way, the Scorsese is in it.
No, it's Martin Freeman.
I thought.
Yo, Martin Freeman, perfect character. No, he's a white British guy. Martin Freeman, I know him from. Mostly, I know him from The Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy when he played Arthur Dent.
Yo, speaking of hitchhiking, I can't speak English, and it kind of makes me mad.
You're dyslexic in the eye and the mouth.
I'll be dyslexic in your mouth.
You're gonna in my mouth.
That's a very painful laugh. Speaking of hitchhiking,
look at the audio volume.
Look, speaking to, dude, you're messing me up real bad. Just how cute you are. Okay, I need to calm down for a second. Speaking of hitchhiking through space, you ever seen Spaceballs?
Yes.
Great movie.
He said, "Comb the desert." Man, I ain't found shit.
Love it. He went to yogurt.
I don't like it when I first saw this part, but I appreciate it now. Whenever they took out the VHS Spaceballs tape.
Oh, that's the best part.
I didn't like it at first, but now I think it's genius. They put it in, and the guy's like, "What's happening right now? Right now it's happening? Yeah, right now. What's gonna happen next? I don't know. We'll have to see." And it cuts off to whatever happens next.
It's like, when is now? Or he goes, when is next? Next is now. We are in now. We are also in next every second. When is the past? The past is the past. We can't go back to the past. We're in now. And the dude's talking so fast. I feel like that's
word for word.
Oh, I've watched that movie 1,000 times. You know the part where he's like, the beeps, the creeps, and the bleeps, and then he just goes off, bro. I love Lord Helmet. Hilarious. I feel like this just synopsis of movies is not very enjoyable to listen to.
I think it's great. You know what's also good?
What?
Austin Powers.
That's a funny movie that I watched when I was in elementary school. Elementary or elementary?
That's kind of young.
No, I'm saying, how do you pronounce it? Because I say elementary. Or elementary. I don't pronounce the T.
Elementary.
You pronounce the T?
Yeah.
Hey, Bird, how do you pronounce it?
Bird.
Do you say the T? Just shake your head if you say the T in elementary.
Element.
She's so confused.
She
says the T. So I guess I'm the weirdo, because I say elementary. I don't say the T.
I feel like I say both. Elementary or elementary.
I don't like saying elementary. It seems a little too formal.
Elementary.
Elementary. Hello, Golf. Did you go to elementary?
See, now that you made it British, now I don't want to say that ever again.
Yeah, I feel like the T's is more British.
T is more British.
It is.
That's why we threw it in the Boston Harbor.
Well, I don't think that's the exact reason why.
That is the exact reason why.
Because they didn't like tea?
No, because they liked tea, but they were taxing it. It was a British tea tax.
You made it sound like they threw the tea in the harbor because they just didn't like the tea.
That's not at all what I said.
Yeah, you sounded like it. You said it's British, so that's why they threw it in the harbor.
It's because it's British tax.
You should have said the word. You didn't say tax.
Okay, well,
we're smart men.
You know, I feel like if you have ever been to elementary school, you should have got what I was saying.
Well, you know what? Maybe I'm an elementary dropout. You ever think about that? How am I here in college right now? Don't worry, they didn't ask for my McKnight Elementary.
They saw your size and said, yeah, you're gonna be on the team.
I love how just blatantly doxed my elementary school. But here's the thing: I went to 4 different elementary schools.
Is that true?
Yes,
Like,
I've been to.
You were expelled or moved or what?
Moved. I went to let me do some math right here. I went to 4 elementary schools. I went to 2 middle schools. No, I went to 1 middle school, 3 high schools.
Anyway, Eeyore, if you're emailing into the podcast asking if you're going to be happy, the answer is no.
Yeah, I'm still searching.
I'm hoping for you.
The happiest I've been is benching.
That's weird.
Yeah. You can hear my roommate singing, can't you?
Yeah.
It's quite...
I bet it's not being picked up, though.
If it is, I'm going to be angry.
Nah.
And I know he's listening right now. I am thoroughly angry.
We got a 3rd email.
We have a lot of emails. We have about like 4.
We got about 4. It's so surprising because we just started. I'm surprised that we're snowballing this. Honestly, everyone associated with the podcast, like, dang, you already got like 4 or 5 emails.
What can we say? We're ideamen.
This is a good idea.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. So this email would call this person. It's an alcohol-based question.
Okay.
Or idea, really.
Okay. Which I'm 19. I've never had a drink of alcohol.
No, he's never had it. I offer because I just turned 21. Hey, bro, this is pretty good, man. You need to try this shit.
And I'm like, hey, guy, I'm the designated driver. No.
Just a little drinky poo. Just a little one.
Hey, Ethan, go back and drink by yourself.
Just like every Tuesday.
Just every Tuesday since you've turned 21.
Yeah, that's it. You're still 19?
Yeah.
Baby.
I'm turning 20 in July.
I forget how young you are.
Why don't you guys wish me a early happy birthday?
No. I'm not even wishing a birthday on your birthday.
I wished you a happy birthday on your birthday. Dude, I was talking to my uncle.
It's because you're a lot more obsessed with me than I am with you.
I mean, that's true. I'm genuinely a more loving person.
Oh. Yeah, I guess so.
I care a lot. He's grabbing my boob right now.
I'm grabbing his pec. He ain't got boobs.
I got boobs. I'm genuinely a more loving person than most people. Dude, you know what's crazy? I don't like people. I honestly, I hate everybody.
That's what I'm saying. You're a real hateful guy.
I don't think that humans deserve this earth, so I hate everybody.
Jesus.
Dude, I was thinking about this earlier. You know how there's people that are like racist against like one community? I'm not racist because I hate everybody. I hate myself too.
Yeah.
Is that racist to hate literally everybody?
No.
I don't hate a race. I hate people.
You don't hate...
I hate a species.
You don't hate a race because of the race. You hate the race because they are included in the overall species.
I hate the species of humans. I don't hate a specific race of people.
Genus.
I don't know what that means. Oh, yeah, genus. Okay, I know what you mean. But yeah,
I'm not sure if that's the right term. It might just be speciesist.
I hate literally everybody that is a human, and I hate most animals too. I just think that this should be an uninhabitable planet because we don't deserve it. We're destroying it so fast.
Oh my god.
But that's me. I hate humans and I hate most animals.
I
hate pointless animals.
I like cats and I like monkeys.
First of all, cats, no. Bird lady's gonna punch me.
Bird lady likes birds.
She genuinely hates birds. What did you say? Mammal lady is what you want to be called? She preferred mammal lady.
She is speciesist because she's a mammal. She hates birds because they're birds.
Aren't birds? No, mammals don't lay eggs.
They don't.
Wow, bro, I'm so smart.
I think birds are reptiles because reptiles lay eggs.
That's...
Oh,
Bird lady's
saying almost. I thought it was being stupid.
Yeah, I did.
I'm almost right.
I was going to just go off on you for being really dumb.
Well, because see, I guess...
Bless you.
I don't know about, anything about this, but, like, dinosaurs, according to theory kind of look like reptiles. Were they reptiles? Because reptiles,
I heard they had feathers.
Right, but like if they didn't, they were reptilian, possibly, and then they turn into birds over the years. So that makes birds, if dinosaurs were indeed reptiles, reptiles, ancestors of modern day birds.
I think we're the least qualified people to talk about evolution.
I think we're the least qualified people to talk about anything.
I feel like we're the least qualified people to have a podcast.
I think we're least qualified.
Bird Lady wrote something. I'm gonna make
birds are their own category, but they're descended from reptiles. So my theory, even though I'm unqualified, was almost right.
Qualified.
I'm
gonna go ahead and put a stamp of qualification on that.
Gage's stamp of approval.
We're on the 4th floor, guy.
We're gonna get RLs called on us.
I hope so. And they're like, what's going on here? We're like, ideas.
Close the door.
Single. Close the door.
So this, we didn't even think of a name for this person.
Because they don't deserve one.
Anonymous writes.
They're gonna hate this.
Big A writes.
Big Al.
Weird Al Yankovic writes.
Whoa, we got an email from Weird Al.
Oh my god.
You kind of look like Weird Al with a tamer haircut.
I like Weird Al.
I don't.
Yeah,
His music's not funny.
It's so funny. It is. We're not going to talk about this. We're going to have a fist fight if we do. Weird Al Yankovic writes something about their idea to sneak booze into places where you shouldn't really have booze, specifically math class.
Dude, okay, hold on. I completely forgot. I'm sorry to cut you off. I completely forgot about this. In my junior year of high school, almost 3 years ago, I was sitting in my sociology class, and we had a sub that day, and these 2 girls were passing back a jug, like a gallon jug of Sunny Delight. And everyone thought it was weird that these girls were they're not sisters, they're just friends, passing back and forth Sunny D in class, and they're drinking out of the same deal. Like, they didn't have individual cups, they were just drinking out of the same deal.
I gotta be honest, I did not know Sunny D was Sunny Delight. I thought they were 2 different drinks.
I hope they're the same thing. And so, whenever I hear Sunny D,
Sunny Delight you.
You're my Sunny Delight.
Oh.
I get delighted when I see the sun that comes from your eyes.
Birds are Julia's Sunny Delight.
Dude, I like how she hates birds.
I like how she hates me right now.
I like how she hates both of us, but she doesn't. So, come to find out,
she's making a heart with her fingers.
These 2 girls, this was my first period class. So this class started at 8:50 a.m. Weird time to start school, first of all. Our school started at 8:50, was the tardy bell.
That's weird. Usually,
it's either 8 or 9.
Yeah, 8 is when I guess 7:55 was the first bell, and then 8 bell was the tardy bell.
We had 8:50 was. You know what it was? My junior year, I didn't have a first period because I got an out. So it was technically second period, I think.
Oh.
So 8:50 was the tardy. Still a weird time to start a class. 8:50. So come to find out, it's still 8:50 in the morning. It was a screwdriver, vodka and orange juice, and one of the dumbasses posted on her Snapchat story, "Thanks Samantha for," that wasn't her actual name. "Thanks Samantha for giving me half your screwdriver." And she was friends on Snapchat with one of her old teachers, which weird thing to do.
That's weird.
Very weird.
I'm friends on Instagram. I have my old teacher's text, phone number, and maybe Instagram, but I don't have a Snapchat. If he even has one.
I follow my 2 favorite teachers of all time on Instagram, and that's it.
Yeah.
And they're not personal Instagrams; they're school Instagrams.
Right.
They don't post personal stuff on there; they post stuff about their classes and stuff. So the teacher ratted out the student. And so in that class, there was no more drinks. Specifically, you couldn't have orange juice in that class anymore. Which they would have got away with it.
They would have.
Nobody cared. Nobody asked what is it, because they weren't making faces as they drank them. And they didn't act drunk. They weren't walking drunk. Which each of them had a half-gallon screwdriver.
Kind of lame that the teacher ratted them out.
Yeah.
If they're close enough to be Snapchat friends, surely the teacher doesn't care.
Yeah, because the teacher that was supposed to be there, but wasn't, he was a football coach. So he was at but he also was a track coach. So he was at a track tournament that day.
Yeah.
So he comes back, and my father was a football coach at that school at the time. And he comes up to me because I'm sitting at my dad's desk, and he comes up and he goes, hey, yesterday, did you notice anything weird? And I was like, sociology? He was like, no. He was like, yeah. No, I didn't notice anything weird. He goes, well, Samantha and Mandy were apparently
Candy Mandy.
were passing around screwdrivers in my class, and the sub didn't notice this. And I was 17, going on 18. Okay, didn't know what a screwdriver was. I go, nobody had tools.
You know what that means? You're the tool.
Yep. I looked at him. I looked at him and I said, Coach, nobody had tools.
That's so funny.
Straight face. He puts his hand on my shoulder, looks me in the eyes, he goes, not what I meant, and leaves. And my dad had to explain what a screwdriver was. So that was
Is that drink? Do you have anything left in that drink, by the way?
in my what?
In that cup?
No, it is actually a sunflower seed spit bottle.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I don't want to drink that.
No, I mean you can. Probably a little bit of moisture in here. That is dense.
Oh, thank you.
That is.
I hear it. Yeah.
That's dense,
You have that packed.
dude. I know.
I thought you were gonna say that was a dip spit. I was like, yeah, I don't think you dip.
Yeah, I mean, I don't dip. I do sunflower seeds though, and I chew a lot of gum.
Yeah.
A lot of gum.
Thank you.
Five Gum, sponsor me, please, because I'm keeping you in business single-handedly.
God.
Tingle your senses, baby.
So what I did,
Tingle your senses.
speaking of sneaking booze in the class, here's my idea, and it's a terrible one. Very lucky I didn't get caught. Probably did, but the teacher didn't care because me and her were friends. She was hot, by the way. I don't remember her name, but she was a smoke show. Anyway, so you know those squirt Gatorade bottles? The
Yeah.
ones where you grab. I didn't know you could buy those.
They were giving those free at the D Hall earlier this week.
Yeah,
Last week.
a couple years ago, they had a special going on at the not the D Hall, but the store,
Yeah.
the school store, where if you buy 2 bottles of Gatorade, the big kinds, then you get a free Gatorade squirt.
Well, that's
I
a
was
scam.
I didn't know you could buy those at the store, so I did it. And I wanted Gatorade. I figured, hey, I'll just buy a second one later today anyway. So I got it. I got the bottle, and that was my permanent until I lost it somewhere. Alcoholic drink bottle
Uh-huh.
that I would use to whenever I wanted to go out, leave the dorm,
Mhm.
and drink on campus.
A little alcoholic-y.
Yes, for sure. I was absolutely an alcoholic at that time. But I like to go on midnight adventures where I just strolled around campus, not really vandalizing things, but breaking things by accident. And I did for sure projectile vomit all over the president's front yard.
That is actually amazing. I have a theory that the president of this university is a robot. He's not a real person.
It was the old president.
Oh, okay.
We have
I'm
a
talking about the
new one now, but it was the old one at the
I
time.
don't like the new one.
I haven't met him, but
He's a robot.
I didn't meet the old one. The closest I ever was to his house puking on his yard.
What if he was like, hey, get off my lawn?
Puking in his rose bush.
That's amazing. And his gardener comes out there, because rich white guys have gardeners,
Of course.
especially on a university campus. He goes, well, who the fuck puked in my roses? And he hears, hey.
Yeah.
What if you passed out there?
Oh my
I would
god.
have cried.
Expelled immediately. But anyway, so that's a side note. That's what I use to go to class. But see, there's no liquor store in this. There's no liquor store in this county, right? Because
It's a dry county.
it used to be a dry county. It's not anymore, but no liquor store has moved in yet.
Okay.
So for a long time, and still,
That's weird. I'm sorry to cut you off, but I went to Walmart 2 weeks ago, and the dude asked me to sign a petition to make this a wet county.
well, I think it is.
Oh, I'm just letting you know what some crackhead at Walmart was trying to get me to sign. But
Well,
go ahead.
Maybe I'm misinformed, but as far as I know, it used to be a dry county, but recently is no longer. But no liquor store has moved in yet.
Okay.
But maybe, it's a college town. I bet a liquor store would move in if it was a wet county.
Yeah, because that's a lot of money.
So maybe what they said is that it's a half wet county where they can have bars and sell.
Because they do have alcohol, but it's not hard liquor.
Yeah.
They do, you can go to a convenience store and buy a Coors.
Anyway, so because at some point, maybe still, this was a dry county, the county next over, almost on the boundary line, has a liquor store.
Yeah.
It's maybe 25 minutes away, and
Too far for liquor.
honestly, but you still go.
Yeah, of course.
I didn't know that at the time,
19.
and I didn't want to drive all that way. So instead of putting liquor in there, because I didn't go, I went to gas stations and got Four Locos.
No.
Because that's all I could afford.
No.
And I put the Four Loco in there.
Yo, that's dangerous, dog.
And I'll tell you why. Because it's carbonated. So and when the pressure builds up, it'll spit out.
Yo.
It'll spit out of the tit, you know?
The little nip.
So every time you drink, pour upside down, squirt it, drink it, you have to keep it in your mouth as you lay your head back down and squirt off all the pressure into your mouth before you put it down. And usually what I do to kind of limit this,
the carbs,
I would drink, a Four Loko or however many beers before class. Then I'd put a Four Loko in my bottle and then drink the bottle as I went to class, so it would be empty enough to hopefully not make it so that I would need to release pressure as much. So
it would look weird if you're just sucking on a tea bottle.
That was what I did for a while, for a couple classes. But I would go to class, and my friends who I sat with, the guys who got me into drinking in the first place.
What great guys.
Amazing guys. They stopped being the guys who would help me get alcohol because they didn't like that I was drinking so much. So that's
honestly a good move by them.
Honestly, it didn't stop me, but I did.
It just made it harder for you. You adapted. You evolved.
I adapted, and really it helped me because I found a better way to get booze.
Yeah.
So, anyway, they would always see me, and I just get my drunken smile. They would, oh my god, and they start laughing. And then I'd offer, hey, you want a drink? No, guy, we're in math class. That's why you want to drink.
Pythagorean theorem, baby.
And I'll tell you what, I was the first done with all the homework, all the quizzes, all the assignments.
Were they all right? Probably not.
Yeah.
Oh, crap.
I had an A in that class.
Yo, I'll tell you, A squared is you, B squared is your friend, C squared is whatever's in the squirt bottle. Pythagorean theorem, baby. Like that little math joke. Little math. I think it's time to wrap this up.
Yeah, I just want to sit in silence for a minute so you can feel what you just said and how zero sense it made.
Little Pythagorean theorem.
Little Pythagorean theorem.
Continue your story.
That's basically it. Yeah, get one of those Gatorade squirt bottles. Use liquor. Unless you want to do my strategy of releasing pressure. But it's really good because it's green. It's green bottle. I really don't like using real bottles, like real water bottles, because I feel like it lets out more smell.
Yeah.
Because the squirt bottle, it closes when you're not drinking, But there oftentimes in water bottles, you have a slide that isn't airtight.
Yeah.
It won't build pressure, but also you'll know what's in there if you walk by it.
Yeah.
That's not really true with the Gatorade bottle. It'll keep in smell really well.
Yeah.
That's why I used it and did over any other kind of water bottle.
I knew a lot of people at my high school who would bring water bottles of vodka.
Yeah.
And
which is another good way, but still.
It's not a good way because whenever you walk around with a water bottle, it'll shake. You know what I mean? If you're a normal person, you kind of swing your arms whenever you walk.
Yeah.
So if they're walking around and they're with the water bottle in their hand that has vodka in it, I just elbowed the table. It would shake and you could clearly tell that it was vodka. The only time it was hard to tell was when they had it in their side deal of their backpack, or they just had it in their backpack.
Yeah.
But then they would pull. One kid got caught in my English class because he pulled it out of his backpack, took a drink, and made a face after he took a drink. And the teacher was like, "What'd you just drink, Caleb?" His name wasn't actually Caleb. This was the first name that came to mind. Because there were actually a lot of Calebs at my school. But this dude wasn't named Caleb.
Not of the 10 Calebs, not him.
Exactly. He was one of the exceptions.
Caleb B, Caleb A, Caleb F. Sorry.
Caleb was the majority. Everyone else was the minority in our school. So she was like, "Caleb, why'd you make a face after you drank that?" And he was like,
"It was hot."
He was like, he couldn't think of anything fast enough because he was an idiot.
It's tap water. It tasted like tap.
It's county water. Okay, it's bad. There's not a good filter. But she was like, "Can I see that water bottle?" And he was like, "Why?" And she goes, "I don't think it's water." And he was like, "I'm not going to give it to you." And she was like, "You're either going to give it to me or I'm going to send you to the office and you can give it to them." Which is the classic teacher move.
First of all, I would do that option, pour it out, and then fill it with water. Or get a new bottle entirely. That's the answer.
Well, Caleb gave it to her. And she immediately went, "Oh, She opened it, smelt it. Oh, that's the noise she made, and everyone started laughing. Caleb wasn't laughing. Caleb was crying. Caleb was crying with the vodka, and he
was crying.
Caleb crying. He got caught with vodka in class in senior year. He got kicked out of school.
No way.
Yes.
I knew a kid in my high school.
So alcohol consumption after Caleb got kicked out went down, not completely zero. Vaping went up actually after Caleb got kicked out.
Back in when I was in high school, there was this guy. I didn't know him. One time I ever saw him was when I saw him. I overheard a conversation where he was telling someone else about it. But this guy apparently was suspended for a long time because he got super drunk at a football game and puked all over the bleachers and passed out and fell over the bleachers and like almost broke stuff.
Honestly, it'd be really funny. Get really drunk, go to a high school football game, act like one of our kids act like one of the kids on the field is our like children.
That's how we
get we're gay dads. And we're just like, go Mark! And they're like, go Mark! And they're just like, who? There's no Mark on this team. It's like, oh shit, we're sitting on the wrong side.
We're sitting on the wrong team.
Yeah.
The other school.
We just wear neutral colors. We just wear all black. We just wear neutral colors.
What school is it? Lincoln
You just
Park.
look at the scoreboard. Lincoln Park.
LinkedIn Park.
It's a South Park. Go Cartman. It's South Park.
We're college, university, high school, state, high school independent school district.
We're the high school of educational learning, and they're just like kicked, and we're just sloshed.
And the thing is,
I don't drink.
We got it right the first time. It is Lincoln Park is their school, so they don't know why we're guessing 100 more wrong names.
The culture kids, they think they're at a high school independent school district game.
I don't think they even have kids here.
And we're like, no, our kid's Mark. And we're like, all right, what number is he?
69.
1 through 99.
One of those. We're men. We don't care.
See the kid on the bench who hasn't gotten a single down? That's him. And it's like, you mean Mac?
The water boy?
It's like, oh, yeah, no, we call him Mark as a nickname. It's an inside joke.
It's because we named him in New Hampshire, and they don't pronounce the R's there. So here in Texas, we call him Mark.
Because, y'all pronounce your R's a little bit more.
Right.
And it's just like, yeah, you guys need to leave. It was like, where's our Gatorade bottles? Call back.
A bunch of the team kids are just drinking them, and they're just stumbling all over the field. They somehow still win.
Oh, yeah.
Because they don't feel pain anymore. They're just going for it.
The starting quarterback goes from average to just Heisman Trophy Super Bowl level, and he's just throwing dimes out there. And it's just because he's sloshed out of his mind.
He's as good as Dak Prescott.
He's not
good in the NFL, but in a high school game, dominate.
You just pissed a lot of people off, and I love you for that. I like how you said Dak Prescott. I go, not very good.
Yeah,
and then you made it worse. And then you made it worse. All right, Ethan, I think that's enough emails for today. We're over schedule. We're over time.
We are over time.
I think reading over the emails that we have currently, I don't feel like there's one that needs to be read this moment.
Hey, little bit of bad news. We might not have saved that other one.
Are you kidding me?
Yeah, this might be episode 1, guys.
So... This is episode 1. Last week's episode didn't save.
Because our social media manager just said, there's no file here. It's an empty file, an empty recording.
Dude.
So, maybe I just sent it wrong.
Thanks for listening to episode 1.
Yeah, thanks for that. Gosh.
Dude, that episode was actually really good, too.
It was really good.
This one's not bad.
I deleted it.
Dude.
I saved it, but if I didn't save it right, then it's gone.
Oh, crap. Well, thanks for listening to episode 1, guys.
Yeah, episode 1. Unless it's 2, then we figured it out.
Follow us on Instagram. At the IdeaMen.
Email us if you have more great ideas or substandard ideas or bad ideas.
That we can make fun of.
We can take all of them.
Keep in mind, none of you will get credit.
No.
Just keep that in mind.
And also, if you have an actual good idea that you actually want to do, don't send it because...
we will steal it.
Either we'll steal it or someone else will.
We will social network Mark Zuckerberg your ass.
Yeah, we're going to Zuckerberg your ass.
That sounds... That dude... Yo, someone out there has whispered in his ear, just goes, give me the Zuck. Imagine that. I'm going to start calling my thing the Zuck. They're like, you want the Zuck?
Can't cut the Zuck.
I think it's time to end this.
All right.
Email us.
Email us, ideamenltd@gmail.com.
Follow us on Instagram at the IdeaMen once again.
We don't have a post yet, but our social media manager
At the time, we don't have a post.
is posting something.
So by the time y'all hear this, probably it'll post. But at the time of recording,
Check us out. We are pretty hot. So
We are
give us a
very hot.
like. Send us some heart eye emojis.
fuel our God complex.
Yeah, we're confident guys, but we need a boost
So there's
occasionally.
nothing wrong with a
Because
little boost.
usually the women around us hate that we're so confident, so they try and bring us down.
Oh yeah.
Because I've heard this so many times. I feel like you just need someone to tone your sense of confidence down, so they insult me a lot. It makes me sad.
I like how a lot of people say girls like confident guys. Not us apparently. Because we are overly confident.
Yeah, not girls that don't like us in
You
general.
ever get so confident in yourself that like you're looking in the mirror, maybe fresh out of the shower, and like slap your own ass?
Yeah,
all the time.
all the time.
Dude, and I feel so confident hides the embarrassment of the slap. Sometimes they'll do it really loud, and I'm like, whoa.
Self-confidence will hide the embarrassment of anything.
Very true.
That's why we're doing a podcast and putting our real names on it.
We'll see you guys next week.
Yes, sir.